Ricky.
Yeah.
It's hard to start, isn't it? Because we were awful for large parts of that game. Shocking at times, embarrassing. All of the other words you could use to describe it. Come out second half, he has tweaked it tactically. He's taken off Jones, gone with a 4 at the back. No reaction. Second goal conceded. Down and out. And then you get this little purple patch in the middle, in halfway through the second half, where we get our first goal back, and then we end up 3-2 up, and then we can't see it out. We're just down on that, Rick.
The simple mistakes that he's making are beyond belief.
Who?
Ollie.
Oh.
Sheffield United away, all right, they're doing really well, but we're Man United, they're Sheffield United. We shouldn't be playing with 3 centre-backs. A lot of people call that 3-5-2, I call it 5-3-2. At the end of the day, Alan Wan-Bissaka's a right back, Williams is a left back. So we're playing with 3 centre-backs and 2 full-backs. We're light in midfield.
Is that why he's done it?
Fred's not good enough. Pereira's even worse. And there's also not enough bodies in there with 2. There isn't enough bodies in there. When Wan-Bissaka's getting forward to help and Williams is getting forward to help, they're too wide. In the middle of the park, there's still only 2 against their players, and it's not good enough. And they're also, the 2 players are not good enough either, so they're desperate for a third man. So what he does at half-time is he takes Jones off. He brought on Lingard.
Yeah. And then he went with a 3 in midfield.
So he's got 3 in midfield, so it became a little bit better. Not straight away, they were still on top. But where it really changed was when, luckily, Williams got a goal back just as he was bringing Greenwood on. When he brings Greenwood on, we're playing with Greenwood, James, Marshall and Rashford. I'm going to come up with the biggest mistake of all in a minute. He's playing with 4 attacking players who are all... I'm not a massive fan of Rashford's, you know that, but they're all dangerous players, and Rashford is scoring goals. He scored again today. I saw something on Match of the Day last night where they spoke about Mourinho they were surprised that he started at Spurs with Lucas Moura, Dele Alli, Harry Kane and Son all playing. They've got 4 players on the park who are all likely goal scorers or dangerous players. So for about 15 minutes today, we had our 4 most dangerous players on the field, and we scored twice in 10 minutes, if that, twice in 4 minutes.
So what you're saying is Solskjaer got it wrong from the start?
He got it wrong from the start. Then when he brings him on, now here's his biggest mistake of all. I thought we'd already covered this. I thought he already knew this. Marcus Rashford cannot hold a candle to Anthony Marshall at number 9. Probably can't hold a candle to him at all. Look at our third goal. I know Rashford scores it into Marshall. Lovely silky touch. Puts James in behind. That's the best bit of the move. That causes the problem. That creates the goal. Now, Marshall can hold the ball up, and when we got more players around him, it was more dangerous. I said to me, I wish I was sat next to Wally, because my mate that I was stood next to, when he took Marshall off and brings Tuanzebe on, he thinks he's being clever, we're going more defensive. He's playing into their hands. We're the dominant force at that time. We're looking like we'll be the team that will score the next goal. By taking Marshall off and bringing on an extra midfield player, they're getting out more easily and putting the pressure on. The more, like I said to me, pal, the more likely outcome here from this is that they will score and we probably won't score. And then just to add fuel to the fire, to actually take Marshall off and put Rashford at number 9 is a disgrace. We've already decided that Rashford can't play at number 9. What's all that about? Even if he would have done what he'd done, but took Rashford off and kept Marshall at number 9,
then you could have seen
maybe we would have held the ball up a bit better in their half, and maybe we still would have won.
So what I'm getting from you there is he's got it wrong from the start, but not only has he got it wrong from the start, what you're saying is that Solskjaer's in-game management wasn't actually the best, especially after getting into a winning position.
Yeah, he messed it up completely at the end. Messed it up.
I've got to ask you this, we'll get back to the game. Pochettino's waiting in the wings, not necessarily for the United job, but the fact that he is available, where do you stand on that? Would you have a knee-jerk reaction? Would you press a panic button?
Almost. I'll tell you what we have got to do. We've got the next game. Next game at home is Aston Villa. Then we've got Spurs, so we've still got this new manager bounce, as they call it these days. And then we've got City away. We've got to beat Villa. I wouldn't say Ollie go now, I wouldn't. If we don't beat Villa, we could be in with a situation here where we get 2 points in 12. Won't be surprised at all to see us lose to Spurs. Won't be surprised at all. Expects us to lose to City. We might end up with 2 points here out of 12 or even 1. Well, we've got one today, probably two. So we've got to beat Villa. So you take it game by game. If we don't beat Villa next week, he needs to go.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Some people were saying that from today if we didn't win today, or if we lost today, which looked like it's on the cards. But for you, there's no longevity in it if we don't beat Villa.
We've got to beat Villa. I've heard people talking about, we've taken a step backwards to go forwards, and we've needed to do that. Why have we needed to do that? If you look at Pereira and Fred in midfield today, too weak, not strong enough, getting shoved off the ball. Pereira got the ball on the halfway line in the first half. Pereira he got knocked off the ball, they threaded it through, someone had a shot, it was a strong shot, but it went straight at De Gea. On another day, it goes in the top corner. It's Pereira not being strong enough in the middle of the field. I think I'd like
Was
to
that fault for their second goal?
I'd like to see it on camera again, I think he was badly at fault for the second goal as well. Now, look, players that have gone, it's too late now, of course it is, but I've had people laughing at me about Fellaini and Matic.
That's their sort of game?
Fellaini and Matic are stronger than their players, and we're playing with two players who are weaker than their players. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Now, OK, he's gone, Fellaini's gone, I understand that. Matic is supposed to be fit this week. But these players are just stronger than their players, and we wouldn't have gone so far backwards. People talking about we've gone backwards to go forwards, but surely the players who we want to bring in to bring us forwards are not Fred and not Pereira. Why have we had to go back so far back? Because them two, there'll be people on saying you're wrong. I'm absolutely adamant they can't hold a candle to Fellaini and Matic. They can't hold a candle to Herrera. We've let all these players go, and we're not picking one of them. So we've gone too far backwards. We should be looking to go forwards and getting younger players and better players, but them players should be coming in to replace the players that he's already let go.
Not go back and get worse.
Yeah, we've gone worse.
Well, we go to Astana midweek. That game's already done. I'll be out there in -20 conditions. That'll be fun. And then the Villa game, like you said, is massive importance.
Absolutely massive.
Cheers, mate.
That's right.
Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.